The battle at 4:07 South African Standard Time. This is what it looked like. The mob HP was at 15,054 out of a million. We were running close to the wire. Hey, we have until 12 noon today. I'm going to use the time where I'm finding myself at the moment. And right now it's 9 a.m. Just after 9:02 a.m. Doing this recording. Well, the second live stream. The first one, the sound was wrong, and I got myself. I had an echo on the whole stream, so I'm going to have to ditch that stream. Sorry to Nilas, I can't remember the name now, Niehaus, who said to me that in the live chat, he said there's a there's sound in the background. Actually, what was happening was the sound was going out twice. Anyway, never mind that. Here we are now. 15,054 is where we are at with the world boss at 4:07 in the morning Cape Town time. Countess Storm Scale of the Staff, he attacked and brought the damage down. Then with 376 damage, brought the mob's health to 15,054. Then our latest Ruby member, Wizen, the Arcane Scholar, he attacked, and the HP then comes down to below 15,000. And then he calls Countess Stormscale of the Staff, who attempts to attack, but there's a cooldown period of 71 seconds between your own actions. And there's also a 10-second cooldown between different player actions on in this arena, the World Boss Battle arena. But in the other arena, in this one, there's no cooldown period, and so you could actually attack at the same time or simultaneously attack. The ones It's going to be very rare that you have two players attacking at exactly the same time. There's also always going to be a millisecond difference, and then the first one, the one who's just ahead of the other one, that attack goes through, and if it's not unclassed, then the other one's attack, that one also goes through, but now you're off class, and it can have devastating effects if it's a heavy strike that's incoming, like over here. But anyway, they waited for counter. So what this tells me is that not many players were active at this time of day or night, depending on your position uh, on the planet, which hemisphere you find yourself in. So I'm in the southern hemisphere, and most of the players here are in the northern hemisphere. But then there's also where you sit as well, according to latitude and longitude. Hey, so your time zone, uh, I find myself UTC in the time zone UTC +2. So 2 hours ahead of Greenwich Mean Time, or the Universal Time Standard. Um, and Blueprint Baron and Wizen, the Arcane Scholar, they find themselves at -6, UTC -6. So you see the time difference. Anyway, so here's Countess Stormscale of the Staff attacking then, and bringing the mob HP down to 14,370. And that was a heavy strike. No, the heavy strike is armed. I'm getting confused now. Heavy strike incoming. Next enemy attack is 2 times base. It doesn't look like 2 times base. I think this heavy could be broken. Not too sure. Then, okay, so Hannah attacks. She attacks, and the mob damage is half of what it's supposed to be, but she's attacking on class. If it says heavy strike armed, next enemy attack, all right. Defend correct class for an 80% damage reduction, or any defend 50% damage reduction. And so here it's a 50% damage reduction, but she's attacking is Hannah. So I think it's broken. Anyway, there we have it. She delivers an attack, a damage of 92, and brings the mob HP down to 14,278. Rogue Tooth Fairy is also a non-guild player, and he attacks there, also on class. So he's a healer then, and I'm not sure what that means, but oof, home goal. Blueprint then wants to attack. He needs to attack because that's his class. And how many healers do we have? Looks like we only have one healer active. Um, I'm sleeping at this point. The other healers aren't around. Not synonym. I don't see him. We have three healers in our guild, so I don't see not synonym. I know that I'm sleeping at this point, and there are other healers like Salamanderino, who's a very new player. He's just joined this week or last week, so he's still very new. I know that I assisted him and one or two other players with just showing the ropes. How do you equip your your gear? How do you buy chests? How do you open chests? All that sort of thing. I covered that I think I covered that in the live stream last week. I still need to clip that out and make a shorter little video just to take you through that so that you can see if you feel if you want to join us in this game, Token Lords RPG. This game it's going to be massive, I tell you. I've got an announcement that I need to cover about the latest developments that will come after I've just shown you how this battle ended. So Blueprint Baron, he delivers a damage of 433. Normally the damage that he meets out is a lot more than that. We'll see that a bit later on. But you see how the HP has come down to under 14,000. Now it's 13,690. And that's of a million. Hey, that's of a million. We started late, um, just on 3 hours late this time around, and we still only have until um, noon on Monday, Cape Town time, to complete this battle. And at this point, it's 4 a.m. and we need to finish it. Um, and we've got 8 hours left in which to do it at this point. So there's the attack then. You see, A to Z, he's saying sorry it was heavy, but I don't see that it mattered really. And now comes Wisen the Arcane Scholar, our newest Ruby VIP guild member, and he delivers a critical blow. 597 brings it close to 13,000 HP, the mob, and healer is up again. And it's only one healer. And you see, he's got to wait 2 minutes, and there's 66 seconds left before he can attack again. But the rest allow him to wait out that cooldown period, because when you attack off class, the mob's damage is a lot more. And Wisen then attacks, but he's not bothered about who's supposed to attack next. I don't think we've got many warriors at this point, so Wisen attacks off class. Doesn't really matter to him. Um, Although you can see what happens when you attack off class. That's maximum damage. The mob damage is 291. Had it been on class, it would have been something like this. See, the damage here is 270, but it's an on class attack. It was healer who was required to attack. The healer attacked, and so there was a damage reduction of more than 50%, it looks to me. No, less than 50%. So what's that? That would be 135, would be 50% of 270. So the damage reduction is 121 there. But here it's full damage because it's off class. But now the mob's HP is down to 12,071. Archmage Septimus now steps into the fray and delivers 198 worth of damage um, to the mob, and the mob's damage is only 72. That's a 50% damage reduction. It's an on-class attack. The boss's shield is at 10% at this point. Now, a Blueprint Baron calls A to Z of the Shadows. He attacks, and there we have it. So let me just scroll through this. Here, Kelris Stormscale of the Staff attacks and is cursed. Now, this curse is a terrible thing. It killed me. Um, it killed me. This boss in this boss battle on Friday. Um, I was killed by. I got cursed something like 7 times in a row. I even complained to Token Lord about that. How can you be? I think this bot just didn't like me. Eh? It attacked me 7 times in a row, and in the end, it actually killed me. I had to perform a revive. It cost me money. So thank goodness I won some money back in this battle. It's early in the morning for me, and so that's coffee is it's necessary to have some coffee. Yeah. So there you go. Calrus Stormscale of the Staff received a curse, and he must claim the curse to take a base damage of 10% of the maximum HP, or give the curse to another player, and that player will take twice that damage. That's 20% to that player's HP. So that's a nasty thing to do to another player. 20% of your maximum HP you get zapped by. Now, what we discovered was, I think, who is it? DW, I think Domong's wife, um, noticed that if you let it play out, you don't perform any action, and then it triggers automatically, if not resolved in time, the damage, the base damage auto applies. But we found that the base damage then is reduced to 5%. So that's a bit of a loophole. And I'm not going to tell Token Lord. You don't tell him either, hey? You don't tell him either, please. And let's hope he just misses this part of the live stream. So, Domong of the Shadows now enters uh, the arena and tries to perform that skill, um, which is to assassinate uh, the world boss. An assassination skill. You know, this is the rogue. You know, the rogue, or another name for the rogue is the assassin, the one who performs actions from the shadows. And what does Calrus Stormscale of the Staff do with that curse? He gives it to Mighty Pickenchocks, a fellow guild player. The curse is given, the curse is passed to Mighty Pickenchocks, and now my Pickenchocks gets 20% of his HP. That's 1,741 damage, and this is the result. The Mighty Pickenchocks has fallen. It kills him. That's terrible, eh? So here, Domong of the Shadows, he performs his skill, Assassinate, and it's a damage of 2,593. Zaps the mob and brings the mob's HP down from 11,339, brings it down to 8,746 in one fell swoop. One blow, one mighty blow. That assassination blow brings the world boss down, and that's a critical hit. 2,593 hit points chopped off, lopped off in one blow, just like that. And then A to Z of the Shattered Arrows goes, Pickens, no! Pickens has fallen. He has fallen. Nos morituri te salutams, we being about to die. Salute you, mighty Pickenchocks. Thou hast fallen on the battlefield, and that by friendly fire. That is the worst way to go, to fall to friendly fire. Yes. And so we have a saying that we will go to the sepulchrum, vocis ursis, Arlingtonum. We will go to the tomb of Militis Ignoti, sepulchrum Militis Ignoti, vocis ursis, Arlingtonum, to the Arlington of Vox Ursi. That is where we shall carry him on his shield, the mighty Pickenshox. Fallen by friendly fire, felled by friendly fire indeed. Killed him, says Blueprint Baron. Sure dead, says mighty Pickenshox. He is no more, because he's no more a ruby. And then Blueprint Baron, our leader, true attacks, delivers 545 damage, bringing the HP down into 7,572. And there was a bit of a ding-dong somewhere. I don't understand what the ding-dong was about between the guild members. And Wizen says it's the end of it. All good. That's the end of that now. At least Pick was happy. He was helping out a bit. He was helping out a bit. And his HP was so low he had to take a break. And he was on that break, regenerating, when he got zapped by that one then, by that curse. But magnanimous as always, the mighty Pickenshox. He says, enjoy, folks. He speaks from the grave. And Domong says, wasn't that settled earlier today? I do the best I can, even with my guildmates' handicap, says mighty Pickenshox. And Ice Nova now comes from Calder's Stormscale of the Staff. And the effect of this is it's a critical blow. It stuns the world boss for one turn, and that means it's a free attack by whoever. You can attack on class, off class. There will be no damage from the world boss, who's now down to below 7,000. And Blueprint Baron's not understanding, says, roll that back again. And Hannah attacks. She has to wait 2 seconds and attacks again. And see, she takes no damage, zero damage to her. And she administers 100 worth of damage to the mob. And her HP is getting low here, 103 out of 611. And I see, well, we're not too sure. We're going to have a house meeting, gentlemen, to sort this out. All right? And so Blueprint is a bit confused, and A to Z of the Shadow says, he's dead, Blue. A dagger. A dagger. A dagger is what happened. But Mighty Pickenshox says, there's nothing to see here. That's Bart Simpson's dad over there, isn't it? And Blueprint Baron says it's bedtime. Wizen has attacked here, and the HP is now down to nearly 6,000. Wizen, how many times he attacked there? And while all of this is going on, called Archmage Septimus, he didn't respond. Wizen attacks again. And now it's a rogue that's required next. And where's the Scythian rogue psycho attacks? Bilbo also attacks for some reason. Well, he's the rogue. So they attack at the same time. Whose attack went through? And Domong of the Shadows attacked there. Okay, Bilbo's attack went through. Now the HP is down to 5,914. You can see it's down to 1%. This boss is about to go. This boss is about to go. I said I'd get up at 6 a.m. and come back to the battle, but it's 4:20. Still just on 2 hours to go. I'm sleeping peacefully, and they're busy with this battle over here. Where's the Scythian rogue now? Tries to attack. Must wait 9 seconds. And Bilbo goes, yes! Then correctly attacks a Blueprint Baron, leader of the Guild of Fox Urse, and delivers quite a blow there. 577 damage, and the mob's HP is now only 5,337. So, Bilbo says it was thrilling. This was a good one today, says Wise and the Arcane Scholar. They're getting ready. Fun taking it all the way. Yes, yes, where it was taken to close to the wire, wasn't it? Kelra's Stormscale of the staff now attacks, and it's a critical blow of 562, bringing the mob's HP down to below 5,000. It's now only 4,775. Um, it was a battle, but Dom is winning the war, says Bilbo. Well, you're correct, Bilbo. Where's Scythian Rogue Psycho attacks, but needs to wait another second. Then in comes Rogue Tooth Fairy, another rogue. So we had quite a few rogues that were represented here today, and so at least 2 non-guild and 2 guild rogues. So the Rogue Tooth Fairy's attack brings the mob to 4,607. Healer's time. There's only one healer in the house at the moment. And Wisen says next week we will need another 100,000. Just yeah, if that 100,000 had been there, I might still have been able to actually participate in the final moments of the attack. But Bilbo, the Rogue Baggins, prefers. I'm not sure if he wants it to be reduced to 850 or wants 850 extra. I don't think we'll make it. I don't think we'll make it then. And rules or none at all. Interesting, interesting. Tap yourselves on the shoulder, Mighty Pick and Chocks says. Yes, we did 1,000,000. Cool down there for Blueprint Baron, but it goes through, and now it's down to 3,669. But the point is that Domong of the Shadows and Blueprint Baron, I think, have been on here for at least 5 hours straight with this battle. 5 hours straight. And Domong of the Shadows now attacks 653. It's a critical blow. And back to the healer. And you too. Who's he speaking to? I think he's speaking to Wisen. Yes, Wisen's been at it all day, having beer and watching a match as well. But he says it's pressure. It's supposed to be fun. Wisen says, yeah, I played straight through all day while drinking beer and watching football. Yeah, that brings me to my football. Liverpool lost at home to Manchester United. Rats and damnation. But he's talking about a different kind of football. I'm sure he's talking about the gridiron business in States. I'm not too sure, but I'm taking a guess here. Bilbo says, this will burn you all out. It should be fun, not a responsibility. Blueprint Baron attacks. OMG, OMG, says the mighty Pick and Chocks. By the way, this gentleman has done a body transformation, hey? But that's a story for another time. 810 critical hit from Blueprint Baron. The leader true of Vox Ursi down to 2,206 hit points. And now Hannah steps in and attacks. Every little bit helps. Thank you, Hannah. Archer attacking on class, 84 down there. It brings it down to close to 2,000. And now Archmage Septimus wants to step in, but Wisen, the Arcane Scholar, decides. Got it done. It was fun. Had a goal. Competed probably means completed the goal. And there you have it. The Ice Nova. The Ice Nova. What that does is it zaps the mob for 480 damage and stuns the world boss. So whoever attacks next round, there will be no damage from the boss. Blueprint Baron says he's on cooldown, can't attack. It's the healer's turn. And then steps in Costa Rica. Hit first, ask questions later, Jack. And attacks. Brings the mob down to 1,390. And as I said, the mob cannot deliver any damage. It's stunned that round because of the Ice Nova from Wisen, the Arcane Scholar. Now, it's a warrior's turn, but that was a warrior who had attacked, and therefore Bilbo decides he'll attack off class, and he takes the full 202 damage, no problem. He in turn gives just on 200 worth of damage, bringing the mob now down to 1,191. And Archmage Septimus is still trying to get in on the attack here. He attacks, must wait 2 seconds. Wizen, the Arcane Scholar, he also attacks, but must also wait 2 seconds, and therefore Archmage Septimus's attack goes through, and that's 185, bringing the mob down to 1006. And Heavy Strike is armed, but I think at this point they're ignoring. They're all ignoring the heavy. Costa Rica Jack attacks. Wizen, the Arcane Scholar. Let's see who can get the last hit. Blueprint Baron attacks, brings it down to 382 hit points at 4:28 in the morning, Cape Town time. And Healer must attack next, and of course, who attacks but Wizen, the Arcane Scholar, and at the same time Archmage Septimus attacks, and Domong of the Shadows attacks. Archmage tries again, Domong tries again, Wizen, the Arcane Scholar tries again. Bilbo, the Rogue Baggins, also attacks. Blueprint Barrel says, lol. Because they're all going for it, And Archmage Septimus attacks, and now he's on cooldown. So did that mean his attack went through? I'm not too sure. Wizen, the Arcane Scholar attacks. And here's the payout. Let's just try and make that a bit larger and go through the payout here. Yes. So boss defeated, payout $65 the total pot. There was a total of 3,058 actions, and there were 26 participants. Now, of the 26 participants, 14 are from the guild, the premium guild Vox Ursi. And you'll see that shows in the payout that most of, well, all of the members received a payout, but most of our guild's members are in the top 10. But there are one or two standout non-guild members. But the guild member who stands out for me is Varg the Stormborn, who is basically 2 weeks into this game. He got noticed by the rest of us, and we all were talking about him, and Blueprint Baron then recruited Varg the Stormborn into the fold. So, top Costa Rica, ask no questions, hit first. Jack, 360 acts, and his payout is $7.65. Wizen, the Arcane Scholar, a very close second, and he was on all day attacking. 328 acts, he gets $6.97. Calder Stormscale of the Staff, a close third, $6.58. 310 acts. Domong of the Shadows, he's our other Ruby member, $5.86 with 276 acts. Blueprint Baron, our leader, true, $5 and a cent. He's fifth, and then sixth, our newest recruit, Varg the Stormborn, with 299 acts. He outdoes even Severian, the Lady Turtle. I come in seventh place there with a payout of $4.20. May that be prophetic 400. $4.20 then with 198 acts. And it would have been more, but I mean, you know, I needed to get some just a little bit of sleep. Ah, yeah, a little bit of sleep, a little bit of slumber. um, what is it? Regard thee, and thou sluggard. There's Bilbo. Well, there's a non-guild. No, he's a guild member. Is two sword Timmy. Bilbo is also a guild member, and so is Mighty Pick and Chocks. But Rogue Toothfairy is not a guild member, and he's in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's in at 11th position. Pardon me. There's A to Z of the shadows there, of the arrow, of shattered arrows. Keung is also a guild member, not synonym, a guild member. Non-guild member is Hannah with $1.76. My wife has just returned from the dentist. Hope it all went well, my love. And she smiles. Archmage Septimus in there with $1.57, 74 acts. Where's the Scythian Rogue Psycho? He's also getting a payout. Pardon me. Dry throat. Luffy the Pirate Assassin, I'm glad to see he's also in there. He's fairly new. Conan, disguised as Legolas, also gets a payout just under $1. So Rock Shandy, I'm not too sure why Rock Shandy was not able to put in some more work this weekend, but he's still in the money. Then there's Xander, there's Seraphius and Hamasker. These are all non-guild players, and Salamanderino. I'm glad that he's in the money here. He's a brand new player, 2 or 3 days into the game. Some of us showed him some of the ropes, how to open chests, buy chests, open chests, equip the gear, and so forth to get better stats. And he pulled an epic weapon, I think. So that's good going. And then was it 2 weeks ago or last week? From 2 weeks ago, he's still here, and 14 cents with 7 acts. And ka-ching! Got in on the action, got 4 cents worth of payout. So there you go. That's the payout. And so what's going on here now? This was find this confusing because so the person to get the final blow in is Wizen the Arcane Scholar. More attacks showing here. And we are thinking, did it do multiple? And Bilbo looks at his stats. And he says, no, it didn't pay out multiple. He's got $17.87. Let that also be prophetic, having $17,000 in game money there. Hannah looks at hers, and she's now sitting on a balance of $5.53. Congratulations then from Blueprint Baron. Countess is not too happy with being third. He's lying third, and he's saying the rubies are the rubies are dominating here. So that's Calrus there. He's lying third. First and second are 2 Ruby members. But Calrus, you beat Domong, who's also a Ruby. So there you have it. That's the end of the battle. Bilbo decides it's time to go to bed. He's in, my time zone. Although he's in the northern hemisphere, I'm in the southern hemisphere. But it's bedtime for him at 4:33 in the morning, certainly. And his AFK is set to went to sleep. And Wizen says that he thinks we can take 1.1 million. We did start 3 hours late. Last week we started at 13:39, and this week we started at 16:23, I think. So it's about 3 hours late that we started. And somebody started A to Z of of Shattered Arrows starts opening gem chests, and he's told not to use it here. What? He opens a chest and manages to do so. Get some food. Uh, and then Archmage Septimus sends him home. Go home, you're drunk. I don't think so, but okay. There you have it. That's the battle. That was the battle. That was exciting. I have to admit that. I must say it was exciting indeed. Now let's just go to the announcements. And I said that I've got an announcement. Yeah, this confirms that last week the boss battle started at 13:39, and this week the boss battle started at 16:23. So it was a good few hours late, and our deadline stayed the same, 12 noon on Monday. That's Cape Town time. But this is the big announcement I wanted to bring to you. Token Lords, the great conversion era is about to begin. Listen up, Lords. Everything you've been grinding for was just the warm up. We're officially splitting the evolution into two phases. Two phases. It was supposed to go directly to Web 3, but now it's going to be first, we're going to have phase 1, Web 2 launch. Coming in less than 2 months. Less than 2 months. All you need is your Discord earned TLR. Real gaming experience now begins with a backpack and upgrades and progress, everything being visual with a clean and one-click simple action. The usability is going to be so easy, even a first grader will be able to play. Mobile shortcut app. You click and boom, Token Lords RPG opens instantly like a real game. NFTs already converted, ready for future Web3 migration, and everything will become tradable on the Web2 launch. Full player to player, P2P economy. This is where it starts showing in your pocket. All that hard work, all that grinding, it's going to show. And I would really advise that you take advantage of this. Web 2 is our testing ground. If everything runs smoothly and it's stable, we will unlock phase 2, the full Web 3 deployment. So it's going to be hard on the heels. If everything goes well in Web 2, then like that, we'll be doing the Web 3 thing. So this is the last call for the Ruby VIP membership. Ruby VIP will be removed at phase 1 launch. Now, with your Ruby VIP membership, you've got all these benefits. You've got a free player gets XP times 1 per action. In the voice channel, there's a free voice channel that you can go to, and this is the one I'm talking about. You can earn XP per minute, 1 XP per minute, just by being in that voice channel. I see Hannah is there. She's earning 1 XP per minute. Then if you take out a silver VIP membership, you earn 2 XP per minute. Gold membership, 5 XP per minute. I'm a diamond member, and diamond VIPs get 10 XP per minute. However, rubies earn 25 XP per minute. Wizen is in there, Costa Rica, Jack is in there, and Domong of the Shadows. They're in that voice channel. It's closed to me as a diamond member, but I'm getting my 10 XP per minute, so I'm not complaining at all. All right. So the point, though, is that a Ruby VIP membership is going to be removed at phase 1 launch. This membership includes Diamond VIP forever. You get your Ruby membership, you will have VIP, Diamond VIP membership forever. It's locked in. You're not paying subscription every month. Uh, these subscriptions are, it's for the silver, it's $4.99 per month. The gold is $9.99 per month. The diamond VIP membership is $24.99 per month, and the ruby membership, VIP membership, is that one costs $499.99 per month. Okay, it's a lot more, but it's a lot more value that you get. It's a lot more TLR that you get daily. For instance, a diamond VIP member can claim, we get to claim gems every day. So I claim, when I claim my gems, my free gems from the game. It's a quota that you get every day, your daily quota. As a VIP, a diamond VIP, I get 1,000 gems. But the ruby VIP gets 5,000 gems, like that. And your businesses, they just pay out more as a Ruby VIP. It's just a whole lot better. As you saw there, it was Ruby's 1 and 2 in the weekend boss battle. So why is this being done? Now, hang on, let me just come back here. The Ruby VIP is going to be removed at phase 1 launch, and this Ruby membership includes the Diamond VIP forever. So mark my words, I need to take out this ruby. I will do it before this cutoff so that I can lock in my diamond membership. Hopefully, by the next live stream or the two live streams from today, I'll be able to show myself here in the ruby screen as opposed to in the diamond screen where I find myself now. OGs who grab it before phase one will keep all perks permanently. Permanently. And after that, it's gone, it's locked, it's never coming back. All right? So, why is this being done? The Discord economy is too random, it's too isolated. The real economy should feel like the real world, with trading, with value flow and market power, not just solo grinding. And we're doing a lot of that. So, we're building an ecosystem that rewards early believers massively. And those here before the Web 2 launch will be remembered. Thank you so much. Early lords will be rewarded beyond imagination. If you're here now, you are early, very early. So if you're watching this live stream and you're not yet uh, taking advantage of any of these perks, please do. Please do. If you're not even playing the game yet, join us. There's a link in the description where you can join. And by the way, uh, should you get to the Discord level 25, so there are two. There's a Discord level and there's a TLR level. That's the battlefield level. But the Discord level, if you get to level 25, you get a nice payout. I can't remember what the. I'll look that up. Um, but you get a bonus as well of a $9.99 TLR package. Both you and I will get this bonus once you get to level 25. So take advantage of that. So there you have it then. If you're here now, you're early, very early. Every click, every upgrade, every bit of TLR that you stack matters times 10 when the new era opens. So prepare your resources, secure your VIP, stay sharp. And you can see the Token Lords RPG evolution begins. And there's a lot of reaction to that. And there's the announcement then of the weekend boss battle, which is finished now. Your final window to stack TLR and VIPs, December is the last month. The freeze date will be announced 1 month before the launch. I imagine sometime in December or maybe early January. I can't tell with this announcement. But the big point that I want to make here is once that announcement is made, the VIP buying closes, and 1 week later, TLR buying will close. And then there will be we'll lock in the first TLR conversion to Web 2. After that, earning TLR becomes 10 times more difficult, and then on Web 3, 100 times harder. Most supply will get locked or burned. And those who are in before the conversion will hold the most TLR, get the highest passive flow. So with your businesses, I think I can't show you now. I might already have done my businesses collected, so you can work and collect. Those are the two things that give you a passive TLR in the game. I'll show you now again. So those who are in before conversion will hold the most TLR, get the highest passive flow, and take a cut from all game activity going forward. And this is the cheapest phase that you will see. Next phase, higher cost, lower supply. And if you're going to load up, this is the last chance. And since the launch of Web 2 is coming soon, there's a lot of stuff to claim. More NFTs, even on Web 2. They're going to be on the blockchain, Web3. There'll be more boosts for XP, more cases for faster progress, and these cases have been launched. So the vault you can buy for 10,000 TLR, the chamber for 100,000, and the stronghold for 1,000,000. Um, there you have a better chance of getting more rare resources for your business upgrades. So I've only got a level 3 business now, and there are a lot more businesses that you can open. So check all your resource drop chances over here. Um, uh, yeah, maybe I'll show you that soon. Should I? Hmm. Okay, let's show you that. This is how to get started. Where's it? Yeah, the crafting. You can buy a chest, and these are your odds. What you'll pull: food, wood, stone, iron, gold 1%, obsidian 0.1%, crystal. I haven't pulled a crystal yet, but who pulled a crystal? I think Varg. In his first week, he pulled a crystal, and then essence 0.001%. Now, when you buy a safe, that those odds increase. They're increased by 10. When you buy a vault, they increase even more. So a vault uh, costs you 10,000 TLR, but you get these chances. I think I must buy some vaults. Um, I just hit level 50, and the payout for reaching level 50, the Discord level 50, is 512,000 TLR. So I've got just more than 512,000 TLR. I lost nearly 700,000 TLR. You remember last week I said winners know when to quit, and then I went crazy and didn't quit and lost just about all my TLR. Oh, that was bad. That was sad. You're dead. Yeah, I'm referring to a quip my dad shared with me when I went to varsity. We were living in Beaufort West at the time, which is a town in the Karoo. And he sent me back to Cape Town to to get ready for university, finish my high schooling, my senior years in high school, matric we called it in South Africa, and then off to varsity. I started at UCT, but many years later I completed my education at UWC. Anyway, he said to me, "Do not ever send me a telegram." In those days, we didn't have the internet; it was telegrams. That this one chap sent his dad, "No man, no fun, your son." And his dad responded, "Too bad, too sad, your dad." Oh, well, there you go. The vault, the chamber costs 100,000 TLR. These are the odds. You've got a 1% chance of getting an essence, 3% chance of getting a crystal, 6% chance of getting obsidian. I really think these two should be removed. These three should go. I think so. For 100,000, I wouldn't want to pull wood, eh? And then the stronghold. Okay, so you're paying a million TLR. There's a 54% chance of pulling gold, 26% chance of pulling obsidian, and then these are very good odds for crystal and essence. They're still low, but they are much better. They are much better than this. Right. So if you're in the money, you've got millions of TLR, you can take this chance. I got burnt. I got burnt, so I don't feel I'm not too confident with that at the moment. But you take your chances, will you? And now I think there's something I wanted to show you. Where is it? In the general chat. In the general chat, I wanted to show you something. Yes, this is the pic I wanted to show you. 10 years ago, Lifetime Builders Club was taken away, and you could buy a Lifetime Builders Club membership for $199.95. Turbo Builders Club $299.95, and Outrageous Builders Club $349.95. So you could buy that. Still wish my mom bought it. Lol, could have saved so much money. Lol. Now, players who bought Lifetime, this is how they're rolling, eh? So the comment is from TokenLord. It was the same thing with Roblox, and he's predicting that Ruby VIPs after 1 year will look like this, eh? Will look like this. Yes, 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 yes. Take it out. Take out that Ruby membership. All right. And then the other thing I wanted to show you was this. So I wanted to show you this, and let's just play it for you. Okay.
From the shadows of the community, a tribute. Their name is whispered in the halls of legend. Welcome to the world of TokenLordsRPG. Here stands Blueprint Baron, the unwavering leader, the foundation of Vox Orsi. The mighty Pickenchocks, the unbreakable wall, the fury of Vox Ursi. Bison the arcane scholar, the master of ancient lore, the conduit of Vox Ursi's power, and, not synonym, the life that mends, the beating heart of Vox Ursi. Behold, Two-Sword Timmy, a whirlwind of steel, where one blade isn't enough to contain his fury. And Calris Stormscale, he who channels the tempest, the fury of the storm, given form. There is no shadow that can endure the verdict of the Severian of the light eternal. Fear the wild heart of Costa Rica Jack. From the darkness, a silver streak. Keong the sterling archer. Fear, Domung of the shadows, the unseen blade, the silent end of Vox Ursi's foes. Then comes the storm, Ace of shattered arrows, the endless volley of Vox, unleashing Varg the Stormborn, the spectral tempest. Before you even see the threat, Rockshandy, the final move, the decisive blade of Vox Ursi. You have seen the leader, the wall, the storm, but every legend has a heart. I am Bilbo, the rogue Baggins, the shadow that tells the story of Vox Ursi. This is their story. This is their legend. This is Vox Ursi.
Oh. Ouch. Well, there you have it. That was quite something, and I have to say thank you very much then um, to Bilbo, the Rogue Baggins, for that contribution. I hope you don't mind me having played that tribute to Vox Ursi, Bilbo. And if you do, I can take it out. But I thought that was a beautiful creation of yours, Bilbo, the Rogue Baggins. Well, there you have it. Take out that Ruby membership before it's too late. Now, for King and Country, for our leader Blue and True, Blueprint Baron, for Vox Orsi, Token Lords, RPG.